This training is for public administrators in Missouri. In this training, we will discuss an overview of services and supports in the field of developmental disabilities. In order to make this presentation full screen, you can click on the box-shaped button that is illustrated on this slide. The mission of DD is to improve the lives of Missourians with developmental disabilities through supports and services that foster self-determination. Self-determination has 5 key principles. 1. Freedom, which is an ability to live a meaningful life in their community. 2. Authority, which is having meaningful control of one's resources and assets. 3. Support, which provides assistance to organize resources to achieve goals. 4. Responsibility, which promotes individuals to be active members of their community through participation in advocational and vocational activities and the ongoing development of their talents and skills. And 5. Confirmation, which is the acknowledgement and recognition of each individual's abilities and contribution. DD has 5 priorities in the delivery of their services. These are fostering self-determination, supporting families to have the knowledge and resources with making informed decisions, facilitating individualized services and supports which are determined through an assessed need to optimize autonomy and maximize independence, developing accessible housing which is focused on universal design for all Missourians, and promoting Employment First, which is a national initiative which promotes all individuals having the opportunity to explore competitive, integrative employment and contribute to their community with training and supports that build upon an individual's strengths. The Division of Developmental Disabilities is making a difference for Missouri citizens with autism, Down syndrome and genetic disorders, cerebral palsy, head injuries, and intellectual disabilities. In fiscal year 2016, the division served 35,136 individuals. Of that, 3,814 were new to services, and 13,957 received services through the Medicaid waiver.
Division of Developmental Disabilities provides administrative design and oversight for several programs. Targeted Case Management is an optional state plan program that assists individuals served by the division to gain access to needed medical, social, educational, and other services. Targeted case management may be provided by regional office staff, county Senate Bill 40 boards, or other not-for-profit providers. The division also administers 4 Medicaid home and community-based waiver programs for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The Office of Autism Services was established in 2008 to provide leadership in program development for children and adults with autism spectrum disorders, to include establishment of program standards and coordination of program capacity. The Community Supports Unit is comprised of a team of professionals to support training, technical assistance, and program design related to advocacy, family resources, autism services, behavior support, community living, and employment supports. Other programmatic support is provided by a team of professionals related to application, eligibility for services, support coordination, service utilization, provider enrollment, fiscal management, and quality enhancement. There are 6 regional offices and 6 satellite offices throughout Missouri. Offices are located in Kansas City with a satellite office in Albany, Springfield with a satellite office in Joplin, Sikeston with a satellite office in Poplar Bluff, St. Louis Tri-County serving St. Louis City, St. Charles County, and Jefferson County, St. Louis County with a satellite office in Hannibal, and Central Missouri located in Columbia with a satellite location in Kirksville and Rolla. As you can see, there are many options for individuals to receive local case management. For contact information on these local case management options, go to www.macdds.org. Blue counties indicate an option of local case management. The functions of the regional offices within the state of Missouri are many. Some of those functions include intake and referral, eligibility determination, technical assistance and training, and monitoring. Individuals and family members who are interested in exploring DD services must submit a completed application form to the regional office. As part of the application process, an individual will complete an adaptive assessment to measure their current level of functional skills. The division does not provide diagnostic testing, however, they will assist individuals and their family by requesting existing medical, psychological, and educational records. Although an individual may be receiving services from a County Senate Bill 40 board, regional office staff complete the eligibility determination. This determination is based on the presence of a developmental disability diagnosis, the functional limitations associated with the diagnosis, and the support needs of the individual. In some locations and counties, assistance with initial intake process may be obtained in person through the local county board.
Examples of developmental disabilities which may qualify for DD support are intellectual disabilities, cerebral palsy, traumatic brain injuries, autism, epilepsy, Down syndrome, and certain learning disabilities related to brain dysfunction. Please note this is not an exhaustive list, rather a list to assist with facilitating awareness of the types of diagnoses which may qualify for services. Once eligibility is established, an individual will be assigned a service coordinator whose primary role is to assist the individual and their family with identifying support needs, navigating resources in the community, accessing other programs, and monitoring progress. A support coordinator will be affiliated with a targeted case management entity and could be a state employee from a regional office, an employee of either a Senate Bill 40 county board, or an employee of a contracted not-for-profit entity. One of the key responsibilities of the support coordinator is to assist in the development of an individual support plan, also known as an ISP. Services in the ISP are individual specific. Therefore, they are based upon the unique needs of each person regardless of his or her diagnosis. There are multiple services available to supported individuals. However, they are not entitled. Therefore, individuals access unique services and supports customized to their needs. All individuals will receive support coordination. However, only those with more intensive needs are eligible for Medicaid waiver. We will discuss the unique opportunities available for those who are eligible for a waiver within a few minutes. DD administers 4 Medicaid home and community-based waivers. Medicaid waivers are federally funded programs associated with the Social Security Act. Those waivers enable states to use Medicaid dollars to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities with residing independently in their community. Each state determines the number of individuals they will serve, the services to be covered, and the amount of total statewide expenditures. The following criteria must be followed for any individual who participates in the home and community-based waiver. Services must be fully integrated in and supports access to the greater community. Ensure each individual receives services in the community to the same degree of access as individuals not receiving Medicaid home and community-based services. Individuals must be provided choice of services from more than one setting option, including non-disability specific settings and an option for a private room in a residential setting. Individuals must be provided opportunities to seek employment and work in competitive integrated settings, engage in community life, and control personal resources. General waiver qualifications. To be eligible for the Medicaid waiver, an individual must have 3 areas of substantial functional limitation, as opposed to the 2 areas that are required for service coordination only. This is a stricter standard of eligibility. The person must be Medicaid eligible in order to receive services through the comprehensive waiver, the community support waiver, or the Partnership for Hope waiver, which is available only if offered in the county where the individual resides. Missouri also offers the Missouri Children with Developmental Disabilities waiver.